Right now, parents of school-aged kids like me and Al trying to get their children and themselves, by the way, back on a strict sleep schedule.
That's right, but after that carefree summer, it's not always so easy to get us all back on track and back into a normal sleep routine. So here with some tips, Dr. Carol Ash, the Director of Sleep Medicine at Meridian Health. Dr. Ash, good to see you.
Morning.
Good to see you guys.
So why is it important, not only for adults, but even more so for kids, to get that sleep schedule going back again?
You know, we're talking about school, so academic performance is important, and sleep loss will cause problems with academic performance. But also, our kids are more sensitive to sleep loss. They have different physiology. And in fact, you might say, what's the big deal? Why don't they just go to bed earlier?
Sure.
It's harder for kids to actually go to bed earlier because they have a slower response to normal sleep cues, so they have delayed sleep.
Do you have a magic number in your head, Dr. Ash, how much sleep a kid should get? Does it depend on age?
Well, again, they need more than us. Kids need more sleep. So the range is 9 to 10, but it's unique to each one. It depends on genetics and the amount of sleep that they were getting prior.
Okay, so we conducted a survey, today.com. Let's head into Tamron in the Orange.
Yeah, guys,
show.
5,000 people chimed in on this when we asked how many hours of sleep do your children get per night. 8 to 9 hours, 37%. 9 to 10 hours in that sweet spot you were discussing, 37%. 10 to 11 said, 10 to 11 hours, 24% said that. And 12 plus hours, 2%. A lot of kids getting a lot of sleep in that house.
I'm telling you.
12 plus, that's half your day, kid.
And those are parents with big smiles on their faces.
I love that.
The parents look pretty good, too.
Those numbers make sense to you, Dr.
Yeah,
Ash?
they do. Think about it. That's saying that 60% of kids are not getting enough sleep.
Wow.
And those are self-reported numbers, so it's probably much less actually getting the right amount.
So how do you adjust their sleep times?
Well, what you want to do is, we have greater expectations about our ability to adjust sleep. The light-dark cycles change by 4 minutes a day when you're in those changes of the season. So you have to 15 minutes once a night prior to going to school to try to get them closer to the bedtime you need them to get to. You also want to get them to wind down, and a simple technique you could use is a breathing technique. It's called 4-7-8, and you essentially inhale for a count of 4, exhale to a count of 8, but in the middle you hold it for a count of 7. So 4, 7, 8. And what you want to do is try and really create a fun activity at night for them to use that will get them excited about going to bed at night, because obviously it's a big battle. And something that you can do, go get glow-in-the-dark paint. There's wonderful things that you can do. Get a cheap, cover over the bed. Use this paint to make a secret message so that when the lights go out, they see a message.
Cameron's in the
That was
green
very
room.
sweet. Oh, that's nice. See, and that's where it all went wrong. Dr. Ash, we're sorry you had to see that, but thank you for that great advice. We've got more on our website, today.com.
Thanks, Dr. Ash. Good to see you.
Coming up next, her hit song, Somebody.